Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Mark. And this is the Dark Ballcast. This week, sponsored by the Megatoe.
The Megatoe cares not about your stubbings. I've been on holiday, Mark.
Where you been, Dan?
I've been to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Me and my girlfriend took a trip on a ferry over to Amsterdam.
Oh.
It was good. It was really good.
Well, that was nice. No one asked for it.
No, that's too nice to start. Yeah, so I had a crisis. So we're in Amsterdam, and obviously what do you do when you're in Amsterdam?
You get high.
Yeah, and you look at boobies, right?
Baby.
So we'd already seen...
I didn't even think of the boobies.
We'd already seen some boobies.
Boobies.
But we thought, right, fuck it. So we went to, the chain, the Bulldog
Yeah,
in
Bulldog
Amsterdam.
Cafe, yeah.
So we went in there and we picked up a couple of muffins. And it wasn't the first time I'd had these muffins. So I thought, we'll be fine, we'll be absolutely all right. We'll just have one each. Life will be good. Now, 2 hours later, we're in the hotel room and I realised that I am way too high. And so I'm like, okay, we'll put the telly on. Let's see if some Dutch telly will calm me down.
Welcome to Dutch Telly.
There was this weird fucking game show, right? And I had a small crisis because for the first time in my life, I realised other countries don't just have their version of our game shows.
Right.
So I was like, this was like a fresh game show. I was like, oh, so it's like Golden Balls, is it?
What are you expecting? Like the Chase, but Dutch?
Yeah, it wasn't Golden Balls, mate. It was not Golden Balls.
Is it Golden Squares?
I don't know, because I don't speak Dutch. I don't know what they were saying.
Could they not have subtitles?
Well, I don't know. Not on the weird Dutch remote. I couldn't find any. So, yeah, I was having this little crisis. I was like, well, where's Dutch Countdown and
Dutch Countdown?
Dutch catchphrase? And do you know what I mean?
Dutch phrase.
It was it was the first time in my life that I'd realised that every country has its own game shows. But then I went down this rabbit hole. I was like, are they allowed our game shows? Do they have to buy them? Do they have to buy and have their own franchise of our game shows?
Yeah, but there are some that span countries, like MasterChef.
What fuck? That's not a game show.
Yeah, it's kind of. You compete, don't you, to win?
Is it Greg Wallace? Do they have a foreign Greg Wallace as well?
No, he's Greg Wallace in all of them.
Played by Greg Wallace.
Greg Wallace, played by Greg Wallace. and they have all the singing ones as well, like The Voice. And,
do they?
Yeah, some of them span different countries.
Okay, so maybe my thoughts were actually all right.
But I don't think Russia's got the Chase. I mean,
they do, but it's chasing the Ukrainians out. So it's more like a Takeshi's style show, I think. So we decided to venture out, once we've sobered up just a little. So we step out into the fresh air, onto a main road, and I'm freaking out because everything... Oh, there's bikes everywhere, mate. There's so many bikes. Why don't they just attach two bikes together and call it a pedal car? Put them on the road instead. They got their own they got their own lanes.
Because there's no roads. It's all bikes.
No, there's roads, but it's
shit ones.
It fucking freaks me out because everything's on the wrong side. Yeah, they're on the right over there instead of the left. Yeah, so, but there's lanes for bikes, there's trams, there's cars and buses. I'm like, fuck me, what more do you want on this road? Look, if they could put wheels on a fucking boat, I think they would have done and given it a lane.
They have, the canal.
The obvious. But yeah, we went to see a sex show as well.
Whoa.
That was interesting.
Was it horny?
No, not really.
Oh.
We was in the queue and I was freaking out because I was like, oh, this is well sleazy.
The queue?
Yeah, it was.
I love it.
What, you could just walk in, Mark? You've got to buy tickets.
Well, it depends. If it's a bad sex show, all the seats might not be full.
And it's not even
it's
a sex show.
It's just someone like me just sat on the stage wanking.
Yeah, it's not a sex show. It's just a hand job in an alley. You've just walked down the wrong street.
So you queued for your sex show?
Yeah. So
why would you think it was sleazy? You're in Amsterdam.
Because
It's probably the most normal thing to do.
well, this is it. You imagine what it'd be like in Britain, and it's bleak, isn't it? The thought of watching people having sex on a stage in the UK.
Do you want a little fumble in front of all these people?
It's horrible, though, isn't it? Like the idea of it.
Just two people from Birmingham.
But over there, it's like a legit business.
Yeah.
So like queuing up, it's strange. There's like the bouncers all look like they'd rather be somewhere else as well.
That's just bouncers, though, isn't it?
So we get to the front and we pay, and the guy goes, "Do you want a drink with your ticket? Because you could pay a bit extra and have a drink from the bar in there."
Depends what you drink.
And I was like, "No," and he just tapped me on the shoulder and went, "Ah, I see. You want to save yourself for all the sex." I was like, and me, slightly stoned, I just stayed there quiet. I was like, I'm saying nothing. Like, because what do you say? You protest, he's going to be like, you dirty cunt. Or, I don't know, you just say, no, fuck you.
You want to save yourself for the sex, because if you have a drink, you can't have the sex.
Well, this is what I was thinking.
Did he mean watching the sex or having some sex?
Yeah, watching the sex. I mean, I didn't pay to be part of it.
How much was it, the sex show?
It was €40.
40, what, each?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I don't want to be part of it for that.
You got 7 shows out of that, though.
Oh, okay.
7 shows.
This is an indication of who I am as a person, but this is the first thing I thought of.
What?
What did it smell like in there?
I don't really know. Not much. So we go in, we sit up on like the balcony, because all the lower seats were taken
In the splash zone.
So basically, it's like a rotating set of 7 shows.
Right.
So you buy a ticket, you just go in, and they obviously monitor on people coming out, and they let however many out in.
Right.
So people might have been on their 3rd show when we came in. So people are always like getting up and leaving in between. But like each show's like, fucking 10 minutes or something. But weirdly, I expected it to just be filth. It was funny. They tried to inject a bit of comedy into each show, which you don't expect, Mark.
From your regular sex show.
I was like, I've never been to a sex show before, but why is this kind of funny?
How did they make it funny?
So I didn't expect them to want a volunteer from the crowd, for one.
Sorry, what?
Mark. So this woman, she's doing like a dominatrix act or something.
Yeah.
She's there whipping the cat o' nine tails or whatever. And she does a little strip or whatever. And then she goes, "I want to volunteer." She doesn't say that because that's really unsexy, but she kind of points out, and I think someone over the speaker said they want to volunteer. So pick someone from the crowd. They go up. So like she puts like a blindfold on him, leans him over and like bends him over a bit, whips him a bit with this whip.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
And then fingers him.
Wow. Then she brings him out to the middle of the stage, and we think, oh, okay, what's she going to do now? And she puts this blindfold on him that's got a dildo sticking out of it.
Cool.
And bends him over.
What, she puts the dildo in her?
Well, it's on his head.
Fair. I mean, I'm stiffening up. To be fair, mate.
Mate, there was another one where a guy in a monkey costume came out, and then she put like a banana sticking out of her vag, and then 3 volunteers had to take a bite out of the banana.
Oh, that's a smelly banana.
Stanky banana.
Do you know what I mean?
There was another one as well that was quite funny. Really muscly dude, like with this woman, and they're doing a bit, they're having sex, and then the beat drops, and it's like he's breakdancing with his dick in her.
You know, right, when you first said it was €40 a ticket, I was like, that's steep. But now I'm thinking this is the cheapest, most amazing show you'll ever hear.
Mate, it was incredible. There was another guy as well. They were going at it for a bit, and like, then he starts like looking out at the crowd, and he just starts yawning like he's bored. Like he could do it all day. Don't know if it was part of the show or if he's,
he's just bored.
He's just fucking bored.
He's just tired.
But yeah, no, that was the main thing.
That sounded good. Did you enjoy it and you had a good time?
Yeah, it was good. It was funny.
Good. Well, speaking of foreign cultures, I've been reading on. I say I've been reading about it. Something caught my eye that came up on my news feed earlier, and I've had a quick sort of look into what it was because it sounded a bit interesting. So I'm on the Wikipedia article for it now.
Wait, Wikipedia?
Yeah.
You mean the sister company to WikiHow?
Yes. So have you heard of the Mariko Aoki phenomenon?
No.
Right, well.
With a name like that, I don't know why more people aren't just talking about it.
Well.
How catchy.
They're going to be talking about it now.
Oh, shit.
So the Mariko Aoki phenomenon is a Japanese expression referring to a sudden urge to defecate that is felt upon entering bookstores.
See, right, okay, picture this. You're walking through town. Oh, look, Waterstones. You know you shouldn't. After the last time. You
were kicked out.
You really must.
For shitting in Harry Potter and smashing it shut.
You need to see how the final installment of Horrid Henry ends. You take a step through that door.
With a big smear of my poo on the page.
You take a step through the door. You're sweating. Immediately sweating. Well, today was not the day to wear those white underpants. You take a deep breath. You know you could take the next step, Mark. The lady behind the counter waves slightly. Just like that, you know it's on its way. 1 foot too far.
You're turtle-headed.
You've shat your pants. You've got watery stones in them knickers.
So yeah,
go on.
It's apparently it's a thing.
Right.
The phenomenon is named after Mariko Aoki, a woman who described the effect in a magazine article published in 1985. According to Japanese social psychologist Shoza Shibuya, the specific causes that trigger a defecation urge in bookstores are not yet clearly understood as of 2014. The series of processes through which being in a bookstore leads to an awareness of a defecation urge is something that cannot be explained from a medical perspective.
It's tense, isn't it?
Pathological concept, at least at present. According to a number of discussions on the topic, people are researching
So people are studying this.
Even if it can be sufficiently found that this phenomenon actually exists, it is a concept that would be difficult to be deemed as a specific pathological entity, such as the Mariko Aoki disease, for example.
Oh my God.
Imagine people are like putting effort into research. And if
honestly,
as far as I can tell, one woman was in a bookstore and thought, I need a shit.
Yeah.
And then thought she'd write an article about it.
You know, I laughed when they said COVID was going to be big. And look where that went, Mark.
Now, I've needed a shit in plenty of buildings.
Yeah.
It's never once become a psychological phenomenon that, like, if you're in Mackey's and you suddenly need a shit, you've got the Boris Johnson effect. He famously needed a shit in a Mackey's once. So every time you need a shit in a Mackey's, it's a psychological. You got the Boris Johnson effect.
It's one way to get your name out there, isn't it? It's one way. Just have a shit. One bookshop. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just going to take a drink of my coffee.
Yeah, it's all right. We can. Do you want me to stop it? Oh. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was. So, have you been following the antics of the what they call the Just Stop Oil protest people?
Is that a thing?
It is. Oh,
Okay.
mate, they're in the news
Aye.
quite a lot lately.
Bring me up to speed.
Well, they're a protest group called Just Stop Oil.
We can't.
Just stop it.
It won't.
Stop it, Dan.
Oh.
Stop it now.
All right.
Thank you.
But nothing stops the oil man.
The oil man cometh. So, this week sponsored by The Oil Man. Stop it. So just stop. Basically, they're an organisation who thinks that all reliance on fossil fuels should be absolutely ceased immediately.
Mm-hmm. Well, it should.
It should.
But it can't.
But you can't just go, right, that's it, stop now.
No.
You know what I mean? So they've started doing sort of like protests in London to disrupt life, and the thing
they're protesting the wrong thing, aren't they?
The thing is, what they're doing is they're making everyone else's life really difficult.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, all right, is the sort of the point of a protest. You need to make sure you're heard, but when you're doing it, you've also got to make sure you don't piss off the entire population. Otherwise, no one's going to come round to your way of thinking.
And look, you see it, and the more of a dickhead they are, it's like, you know what? I'm going to start making toast by burning oil. Do you know what I mean?
Everything now will be deep fried.
Yeah, you're just filling up your toaster with oil from the pump.
So, a couple of things they've done. For 2 days, the QE2 bridge, the Dartmoor crossing, they scaled the bridge so it had to be shut down.
Did you just say the dark ball crossing?
The Dartmoor.
Oh, fucking hell.
They climbed the suspension bit of the bridge, so it had to be shut down. No one can go across it.
Right.
Halting massive traffic issues.
Right, okay.
They sat down, blocked off one Park Lane in London, and spray painted threw loads of paint, bright orange paint over an Aston Martin dealership. But the crowning turd in the water pipe was that they went to an art gallery. Yeah. And you've heard of Vincent van Gogh.
Yeah.
The one-eared painter man.
Yeah.
One of his priceless, like $10 million paintings or something.
Right.
Sunflowers.
Okay.
They went in with a couple of cans of tomato soup.
Oh, no.
And they yeeted the tomato soup all over this painting.
In the can?
Priceless. No, the throat. Open the can, you knob. So this priceless painting. They ruined it. And then...
Why was it? Was he an oil painter? He?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know what they're protesting. I don't know what's Van Gogh's got to do with it. Either he used oil paints, or because it's a painting of sunflowers, they're protesting sunflower oil.
Fuck's sake.
So maybe, because it's just 2 people there, whereas all the other ones have got quite a few people.
Yeah.
I think maybe them 2 people have got the wrong end of the stick.
Well, do you think as well, though, maybe they were just divvying up the forces? They were just like, yeah, we don't need more than 2 people to chuck some tomato juice at a painting.
Maybe. Or maybe they were like, they're the stupid members.
Yeah.
So they're a bit like, oh, we'll go and...
I've got an idea.
Yeah, we'll go and close down some roads in London. How about you two go
to the really important shit?
You chuck some soup at a painting. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Fuck's sake.
How does that benefit anyone?
Oh, it doesn't. They're down 2 cans of tomato soup. Maybe we should start protesting.
What a waste. How many tomatoes gave their lives?
Okay, now. The thing is, the causes chase themselves, don't they? There's people starving out there who could have had that soup.
Now they've got to lick it off a painting. They can't heat it up now. But it brings me on to something else I've been thinking about.
Right.
And that's evolution.
Oh.
Right, so...
We're not going on another fingernail tirade, are we?
No. So essentially, I think the majority of people in the world can agree, obviously, on Darwin's theory of evolution.
Mm-hmm.
At first, everything was a single-celled organism. Then it evolved into multi-celled organisms, into fish, into dinosaurs, into apes, into us.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it?
Yeah.
The life sees a need to adapt to something, and then life, over a course of years, adapts to that need and becomes the new form of life, isn't it? That's obviously the Christians have got a different view of things, but we'll leave them alone for this week. Now, my thinking is, obviously it takes many years to evolve a species.
Right.
Why is everything just sort of stopped? Humans have been human for thousands of years now.
Because we've kind of created our own way of life, haven't we?
Yeah,
Whereas before we were forged by our surroundings. Now we create our surroundings.
Now we forge our surroundings.
Yeah, which means we can allow everyone, even the people who should never have lived. This is sounding this is sounding like I'm going down a very bad path.
A very genocidal path right now.
If I had more of a following, Mark, I'd change the world. Like, I'm cutting that out.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's probably people who should have died naturally from various diseases, right? But we can cure those diseases, which means they can be passed down and down and down and down. Do you know what I mean? That there's not really like good defects that we've seen yet.
But my argument is
that can be passed along.
Yeah, all right. We've changed our surroundings so that we don't need to evolve as a species anymore.
Yeah.
But look how shit everything is. No, not one person in the world who isn't rich is happy. Everyone's miserable. Why don't we evolve more to, like, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, take gas and oil. Like, we decided that we could use oil to make cars, and that's how we could get ourselves about.
Yeah.
So we stopped, you know, rather than evolve wings or irregularly massive leg muscles to run vast distances.
Yeah. If we'd never made cars and we were forced to kind of run everywhere, we'd probably...
Our legs would be huge.
We'd all be thick.
Like, we'd all be regular people, but our legs would be like fucking manatees. Not like manatees' legs.
Sorry, mate. Womanatees as well.
Well, do you know what I mean? Like, I think we've sort of talked ourselves out of being loads cooler than we are.
Yeah.
So I'd love massive legs. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, massive
big
legs.
Fucking legs. Like childbirth.
Fins.
Childbirth.
Always wanted fins.
Gills. I'd love gills.
Yeah, gills.
But
why aren't we spending more time in water as a species?
Like, look at childbirth. Childbirth is, I've witnessed a couple and it's horrid.
Yeah.
I can't imagine I don't understand how women can do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's an amazing thing that they do, and the pain they must go through is unbe-fucking-lievable. Now, because of all the methods of helping women in childbirth, like painkillers and all this kind of stuff, like...
I don't think this is how it works, though.
No. Why?
Because it takes...
We should have evolved a way to painlessly do it.
Yeah.
Like, the woman gets pregnant... The baby continues to grow inside her until it fills all of her skin.
Well, this is how evolution works.
And then the skin splits, and the woman who was pregnant is no more.
Right.
And you're just left with the person that she was pregnant with.
The new one.
Like shedding the skin or something.
So you're saying, in your weird theory of evolution...
I don't think weird's applicable.
People should get pregnant... and die during birth to essentially be reborn while your carcass is laid there like a shed skin. I mean, the baby lives on.
It'd take a lot of the pain out of it.
Who's looking after the baby?
It's self-sustaining because as it's growing, as it's growing inside the host, it sees through the host's eyes and learns how to do everything.
So
once it emerges, it knows how to. I don't know. It knows how to use an iPhone.
You're thinking of more like a Russian doll situation, aren't you? Where the baby doesn't just grow in the womb; it grows into the person,
into the body. Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm close to my due date. I can feel its fingers are under mine."
Yeah, basically, and then it splits out.
Oh man, that'd look horrific.
It'd be cool, wouldn't it?
No, cool. I think we're imagining like a weird version of evolution. Like, we're saying like, oh yeah, if we spend lots of time in water, we'll become watery beings, right?
Watery beings.
But evolution takes millions of years, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I just don't understand why it stopped, Dan.
Because, Mark, right, this is how it works.
I'm not happy.
It's natural selection.
I'm not happy with... Yeah, but look at natural selection. Survival of the fittest. Look at the fucking state of me.
No, but Mark, that's because our modern day technology is keeping you alive.
I wish it wouldn't. I'm really
just
annoyed.
don't seek treatment at 35.
Because now, look, I'm alive somehow, and all I've got to show for it is, nothing.
No, you've got a wife, 2 kids.
Oh, don't remind
They should have
me.
shed you, shouldn't they?
But yeah.
Just a big.
I would have
made.
preferred one of my kids to split out of me.
And that's what sex is. All this time you're storing a fetus within.
like the Rick and Morty episode with the eggs.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. Like, give birth.
Die.
I'm not ending the segment there. I refuse.
Kill yourself.
What a horrible, horrible end to a segment.
So what? All right then. What do you think would be the next logical step for human evolution? 6 fingers.
No.
All together.
Get rid of toes.
Get rid of toes. Why?
Mate, what are they doing? We could just do with like one hinge there, couldn't we? Like a foot elbow.
Do you mean an ankle?
Yeah, just give us another ankle, mate.
So you want a third ankle, but no third foot?
No, right. I'm imagining.
Where are you going to put it?
Look, imagine this. Right, close your eyes.
On your chest?
Close your eyes.
My eye is closed.
Right. Imagine this. Your toes are one flat bone. Right?
Like a platypus's tail.
Like a right, and where like the start of your toes is, like like a laptop hinge.
Right.
One big, long, wide toe.
But what's that achieving?
Because we don't grab with toes. But why are they so finger-like, Mark? Look, I don't think I'd be half as mad if I stubbed the mega toe. But quite frankly, mate, I ain't got the pain threshold to take them out one by one.
Yeah, but...
When you stub one toe, that toe is in immense pain. The mega toe care not for your stubbing.
But
the mega toe lives on.
Well, I would say one thing, though. If you have a mega toe, it sort of follows that you'd have a mega toenail. And imagine the lovely art you could get on one of them. you know when you get like people who do like nice nail jobs. Get a lovely little painting. You could paint some sunflowers on it, then someone would chuck soup all over it, couldn't they?
Who is it?
It's the Wiki How Man.
I love how there's never any nuance to our joke about these characters. They've all got the same voice, and it's the something man.
Shut the fuck.
It is though, isn't it?
Stop criticising us. That's the audience's job. It's Wiki How time.
Okay,
Dan.
this is the good bit.
It is, and we're going back to our roots. The last 2 in a row have been genuinely useful ones.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going back to our roots with an article called How to Cleanse Your Aura.
Oh.
Actually, I've got that wrong. It's called Cleanse Your Aura. How, when, and why to do it.
Oh no.
Why to do it.
Why?
So already.
Oh, when and why? Is that grammatically okay?
Nope.
But
it doesn't matter.
Let's dive in.
Because the rest of it's bullshit anyway. You've probably seen all the hype about aura cleansing. But what is it really? An aura cleanse might be the answer to a calmer, happier you.
Is an aura cleanse that thing where you squirt water up your ass?
I believe so.
And then it cleans you out?
I think so.
All right, carry on.
I think so. You know when you put a fleshlight in the dishwasher?
Does that work? Wouldn't it just melt?
Asking for a friend. Do you say, would it just melt it? I think you're thinking of the oven. Why does the house smell like rubber and cum? Your aura is an energy field around you that reflects your emotions, and keeping it clear helps you live your best life. Right. In this article, we'll tell you about 9 easy ways to do an aura cleanse.
Oh, I'm excited.
Additionally, we'll explain why and when you should do it.
Okay.
So section 1 of 4, how to cleanse your aura.
Is this one we can follow along?
Some of them, not all of them, because
okay.
some of them you need like specialist
I'm
things.
determined.
First one, cleanse your aura with sage smudging.
Okay.
Smudging is using smoke to purify, and it's a practice that originated with the indigenous peoples of the Americas. For this cleansing, you'll need a sage bundle, an abalone shell, and a feather. Light the sage, then place it in the abalone shell. Use the feather to waft the smoke over your body, moving from your head down to your toes.
So I've got the abalone shell, got the feather.
Yep.
I got no sage. You reckon spring onion will do?
That's one way to find out.
Spark up some spring onion.
One way to find out. So, if you don't have a shell, you can simply hold the sage in your hand. After you light the sage, trace the outline of your body so the smoke wafts over you, cleansing your aura. Did you know that sage isn't the only herb you can use for smudging? For cleansing your aura, you can also smudge with Palo Santo, cedar, frankincense, or myrrh. The things
Palo
famously
Santo?
given to Jesus as a baby.
Palo Santo, the guitarist.
You're the thing you need to be so cool, yeah. Give me your heart, make it real. I'll not forget about it.
What the fuck?
Number 2, and this is amazing.
Right.
Do an egg cleanse.
I've heard of loads of different
You could
cleanses.
do this. Have you got eggs?
Yeah.
Get an egg.
I'm not getting an egg.
In Spanish, an egg cleanse is called a la limpia because the egg absorbs all of your negative energy, leaving you clear. But can you not do this by eating an omelette?
No, because the egg absorbs your energy. You don't absorb the egg.
Oh, shit.
If you absorb the egg, you're just reabsorbing all the bad shit.
Oh, I suppose.
That's why Jesus said, never an egg.
That's on the front of a lot of Bibles.
Yeah.
It's on the cover.
It's actually what commandment means.
Start by washing a raw egg in salt water and lemon juice.
A raw washing? You mean start by gently whisking? We're making an omelette, aren't we?
We are. Then pass the egg through a flame as you say a prayer.
Right.
So you're cooking an egg.
1 second, Mark. Is
the
the egg out of the shell?
I don't know.
Is there a picture?
Yeah, it's
Is it
someone
a free
breaking
egg?
an egg into a glass, and also of someone. I'm not sure if they're like trying to telepathically connect with the egg, or if they're just smashing it into their forehead.
They're trying to absorb the egg.
So once the egg cools, roll the egg all over your body to soak up the negative energy.
Right, 1 second. I think I think this is an egg in its shell still.
Yeah, it's got to be. Because here it says, afterwards, dispose of the egg by cracking it in your toilet.
Specifically.
Oh, you might repeat your intention as you roll the egg. Say something like, "May this egg cleanse me." Every time I make scrambled eggs now, every time I crack an egg, I'm going to scream, "May this egg cleanse me." If you like, you can read an egg cleanse before you dispose of the egg in the toilet.
Where the fuck are you finding...
To do a reading,
Oh, no.
crack the egg over a glass of water. Use your intuition to interpret the meaning. What does this egg mean?
Oh, fuck me. Like... Jesus Christ.
Eggs.
It is. Look, Mark.
Aborted chicken fetuses.
Right, Mark. I forget, like, this WikiHow was 9 methods.
This is the second one.
How long is the egg cleanse going on for?
That's the end of the egg cleanse.
Oh, thank God. I don't think I can do more egg cleansing.
Right. Take a spiritual bath with herbs and crystals. A nice soak may be the perfect way to literally wash away all of your stress and negative vibes. Fill your tub with comfortably hot water, then add 1 cup of Himalayan pink salt or Epsom salt.
Right.
For added benefits, add a few drops of essential oil, a handful of herbs, and 1 or more crystals to your bathwater.
Oh, my God, you're making soup.
So
You're making soup.
Get a nice egg
Do you
in
remember
there.
there's like old Bugs Bunny cartoons?
Yeah,
There's like chopping the carrots
and stuff, yeah.
That's you, but for your aura.
And why not chuck an egg in there as well?
Fucking good measure.
Yeah, you never know. Add 1 or more crystals to your bathwater. Soak for about 10 to 20 minutes to cleanse your aura. Then imagine the draining water carrying away all of your troubles. I think the word there, imagine, is important
imagine.
because that runs through every single aspect of this article.
Yeah.
Because it's all imagined.
Yeah, okay, so what that bit there said, okay, try to take a bath with crystals and herbs, right?
And an egg.
What it should have just said is, imagine taking a bath with crystals and herbs, and then imagine it going down the drain.
What if, like, you shift a little bit in the bath and you get a crystal up your ass?
That was my fear with the egg, to be honest.
Cleanse your aura with selenite. Selenite is a stone of expansion.
Hold up.
Has... What?
Hold up.
What?
You don't want no expanding stones in the bath.
It's a stone of expansion.
Oh, all right. I don't trust it. Just let that be known.
It has cleansing properties. Noted. Use a selenite wand for the cleansing. Sit comfortably and focus your intentions on cleansing your aura. Starting at the top of your head, slowly sweep the selenite wand over your body to absorb the negative energies. Afterward, you might want to cleanse your selenite crystal to remove the negative energy. Where does the cleansing end?
When you cleanse it with a fucking egg.
You got to use it. Use the wand to stir your eggs. And that's...
Then the eggs.
Then you got a meal.
Chuck them in the toilet. As we know.
Imagine getting a plumber out because your toilet's blocked. It's because it's full of egg. No, next, spritz yourself with an aura cleansing spray.
Right.
Like Lynx.
Yeah.
Spraying yourself with a lovely herbal blend is an easy, calming way to cleanse your aura. You can buy an aura cleansing spray or make your own.
Does it say at the link below? If it does,
If you make one, use vodka or witch hazel to prevent bacterial growth. Here are 2 great recipes. Make a moon water spray.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We've had sun water.
Fill a bowl with water and add a clear or rose quartz crystal. Place the bowl on a windowsill overnight during a full moon, but remove it before sunrise to preserve the moon's energy.
You don't want to confuse the water.
I know, because it's been like, oh, this lovely moon, this moonlight, and oh my God, what's all this really bright stuff?
Oh no, sun.
And then it remembers that it's water.
Yeah. And the crystal, couldn't care less.
Pour the water and crystal into a spray bottle, then add a few drops of lavender, rosemary, and or sage essential oil. You can also add dry herbs if you'd like.
Okay, I'm a man who doesn't know much science here, Mark. Crystals, like they've just said,
Yeah?
they're not soluble, are they?
No.
So what difference does it make? It's not giving anything to the water, is it?
Yeah, but neither is moonlight.
Touché. Moving on.
Do mantra meditation. Repeating a mantra is a great way to cleanse your aura. Choose a mantra that resonates with you, like, I am calm, or I'm at peace, I hate eggs. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Then slowly chant your mantra aloud 10 times.
10.
Next, quietly say your mantra to yourself, just moving your lips.
I'm worried that if I go somewhere and I chant my mantra 10 times, quite like Bloody Mary, I don't want to summon Eggy Mary
Eggy Mary.
coming to steal my aura.
Looks like some sort of fucking baker's bukkake.
It's just Bloody Mary, but she's coated in egg.
This is interesting. Do an aura combing exercise.
Oh, no.
Sit in a comfortable position and focus your intention to comb away negative energy. Then cup your hands and brush them over your energy field surrounding your entire body. Imagine yourself brushing away negative energy and stress. Afterwards, wash your hands to get rid of the negative energy.
Again, imagining.
Yeah, a lot of imagining. This one's quite simple. Walk in the rain.
All right.
What if it's not raining and you desperately need an aura cleanse? Will a shower do it?
I think that's just cleansing you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll just get a bit wet.
Right.
Yeah, why won't a shower do?
Rain is a natural way to cleanse your aura with water, which is purifying. Next time it rains, go for a cleansing walk.
Yeah, what?
Be intentional about your walk. Don't accidentally walk. By imagining the rain washing your stress, anxiety, and negativity. Don't go for a walk during a thunderstorm because thunder and lightning can give you funky vibes. Damn that funky lightning.
How high is the person? how high are they assuming we will be? Like reading this,
mate. If you believe that all this stuff's real, then fucking fair play.
Right.
Ground yourself in nature. You can release your stress or negative energy back into the earth to cleanse your aura. Spend 10 minutes outside in the sunshine, making you a sun person.
Oh,
it
is that all it takes?
Yeah, to stand in the sun, mate.
There's lots of sunny people then.
Or working barefoot in the dirt.
Right.
Picture the energy, not imagine. Picture the energy you want to release flowing back into the earth. Then imagine the sun's bright the sun's bright rays or the earth's healing energy filling you with white light.
Oh.
What if the earth doesn't want your negative energy?
Can you
What if you're thinking, right, I'm putting it all into the earth, and then suddenly it goes, no, and shoves it right up your ass.
Trees get mad. The trees get really mad. It's what brings autumn around.
Like in Lord of the Rings. So, section 204, the benefits of cleansing your aura. Aura cleansing improves your emotional state.
Mm-hmm.
Cleansing your aura helps you to live a more authentic life.
Ooh.
So, negative emotions can create barriers that make it hard to get where you want in life. For instance, feeling weighed down by anger or stress might distract you from your goals. What's any of that got to do with authenticity?
But I think it's quite an easy way to go, oh, I'm not where I want to be. Maybe I've just not been living authentically.
No,
None of this is real.
Maybe it's just because I ain't got enough sage lying around.
Or what was it? Fucking ravioli shells or something.
When to cleanse your aura. Cleanse your aura when you feel tired, stressed, or upset. Do an aura cleanse after being around negative people.
Mate, it's why I shower every time with an egg.
Just in your
every time. Sometimes I'm at work and I'll sneak off and pretend I'm having a shit, but I'm actually just lobbing eggs into the bowl.
Lobbing eggs into the bowl.
I make sure that everyone thinks that I'm having a shit, and then I just start cracking the eggs, Mark.
Right, here we go with the science stuff.
All right.
Cleanse your aura if it's black, grey, or brown. A dark, muddy aura means that something may be wrong.
How do you know?
Often you're feeling exhausted or burnt out, but it could also mean you're ill or grieving.
Maybe you're just ill.
Sometimes a dark aura is a sign of harmful emotions such as greed or anger. Cleansing your aura can get rid of this bad mojo. Are these people the Jedi?
No.
So, what does the colour of your aura mean?
No. Tell us how to see it.
You can read your aura to learn more about your spiritual energy. Your aura can be a single colour or a blend of colours. Multiple colours just mean that you're experiencing more than one emotion at the same time. Here are some common interpretations of aura colours. Green, love and kindness. Dull green, jealous or envious.
Oh.
Red, passion, balance. Dull red, angry. Pink, gentleness, harmony. Blue.
Do we not get a dull pink?
We don't get a dull pink.
Right.
Calm, communicator, creative. Light blue, honesty, peace. Royal blue, adventurous. Orange, happiness, connection. Yellow, playfulness, intellect, positivity. Dark yellow, stressed.
Probably should drink more water.
Dehydrated. Studious. Lemon yellow. Fear of loss.
What?
Indigo. Spiritual.
That's really
intuitive.
I'm sorry, that's really specific.
What, indigo or lemon
Fear
yellow?
of loss.
I like the way its colour is lemon yellow.
Yeah, but Mark, fear of loss. What does that mean?
Just afraid of losing all my eggs. Where's all my eggs gone?
I have so many eggs and I'm scared to lose them.
Purple. Artistic. Spiritual. Psychic. Open-minded. Magenta.
Psychic. I'm very psychic.
Unique. Creative. Silver. Abundance. Or spiritually gifted. White. Balance. Spiritual. Brown. Greedy.
Right,
Selfish.
I've heard enough of this, Mark.
Two more. Black. Angry, grieving, or ill. And grey. Exhausted and depressed.
They have not once mentioned how we go about seeing this.
Yeah, how do we find the colour?
Yeah, how are we meant to know? Because I imagine my aura looks like fucking, what was it, Elmer the Elephant? Just made up of all them little patches.
I love how at the end of the article, there's a medical disclaimer. The content of this article is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice,
good.
examination, diagnosis, or treatment.
Yeah.
You should always contact your doctor or other qualified healthcare professional before starting, changing, or stopping any kind of health treatment.
Oh my God.
Imagine going to the doctor and going, "Look, doctor, I just can't seem to get out of this depression. It's really hard to get up in the morning. I'm having suicidal thoughts. I can't spend any more money on eggs.
Well,
and I've burnt through so much sage that the walls of my house are now black with smoke. Please help."
Well, the minute you walked in here, I could see that your aura was very, very grey.
Yeah.
Back to the eggs.
But can I get a prescription for some eggs? Because I can't afford any more eggs.
Have you tried having a bath with an egg?
I can't afford the eggs.
Look, mate.
Can you get me a prescription for a chicken, please? Because at least I've got an inexhaustible supply.
I imagine you're depressed. I think having a chicken about probably cheer you up.
There's only one way to find out. If you're out there listening, if you want to send us a live chicken, and we'll do a test, because me and Dan, as happy-go-lucky as we sound, are both horrifically depressed people.
Yeah, because we've run out of eggs.
Because we've run out of eggs. Send us a chicken in the post.
Yep.
I was going to say we'll pay for it. I'm not giving you any money.
No.
And we'll do a test to see how happy we are after a week of having the chicken.
Alternatively, email us a chicken at darkballcast@gmail.com. Don't know about you, Mark. I'm about ready to wrap this shit up.
Go to the shop and buy some more eggs.
I'm sick and tired of this WikiHow.
Well, I can tell just by the colour of your aura.
So thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you to our new American listeners.
I can't wait for all the emails of pictures of chickens.
Yeah, I'd like to even get one, if I'm honest.
Do you know what, right? I will pay £100 to anyone who takes a chicken to a photocopier, scans it, and sends us a picture.
You've got to put in the scan a newspaper from that day, just so we know. But yeah,
and your face has got to be in it as well.
If you can do that. But yeah, always.
That was a joke. We're not giving you any money.
Yeah, no money. Always remember,
no one asked for it.
No one needs it.
But this was it.
It was the Dark
Ballcast.